Christmas night, a 26-year-old man was shot and killed in the Trinity Groves neighborhood of Dallas. Detectives don't know if he was hit by random gunfire or was the intended target. People were busy taking video, but no one bothered to help the victim. Fox 4's Sean Rabb has surveillance video in this week's Trackdown.
We are in Trinity Groves this week. Detective Case Shelton, Dallas homicide. Detective, tell me about your homicide here Christmas night. Who was your victim?
Our victim was Elliot Jimenez.
What do you know, sir?
Limited on this one. On Christmas night, around 10 or 11 o'clock, Mr. Jimenez and his friend came here to the park. It was open, and they parked. A lot of people were hanging out. There were a lot of people hanging out. And it was a quiet night until a couple of gunshots were heard. And Mr. Jimenez and his friend, who were in Mr. Jimenez's vehicle, decided to leave. So they leave, and as they're pulling out, Mr. Jimenez comes across. He sees a female on the passenger side of the vehicle, and he stops, rolls the windows down, and he's speaking in Spanish to her.
Elliot Jimenez drives away, but for some reason stops and gets out of his vehicle.
Mr. Jimenez found his way back here, which is approximate area where he stopped to talk to the female.
Okay.
Okay. And then his friend hears a gunshot or two. Then Mr. Jimenez didn't return to the vehicle, so the friend walked back and finds Mr. Jimenez on the ground suffering from a gunshot wound.
Or you're not sure whether it was random or whether it was intended for him?
That's correct. I don't know if it was random, if it was an intentional murder, or if there was an altercation that occurred between Mr. Jimenez and our unknown suspect.
A lot of people out here, somebody probably had their phones up when they heard the gunfire, started recording.
Matter of fact, Mr. Jimenez's friend said when he found Mr. Jimenez, there were several people recording on their phones. Not helping him, but recording.
How much does it bother you that I'm shot laying here, people are recording and not helping me?
It used to shock me, but I've been doing this a while. It saddens me more than shocks me now.
Detective is interested in this dark-colored car that drives with lights off after the shooting, and this white van that slow rolls out of the parking lot.
Based on my experience, plenty of people know what happened.
How can folks reach Detective Case Shelton?
You can call me at 214-283-4900.
That's your cell phone?
That's my cell phone.
Talk or text?
They can talk or text.
All right.
They can call me or text, and the email is c.shelton@dallaspolice.gov.
Get at Detective Case Shelton. You got video from Christmas night here at Trinity Groves? Get at the detective. Let's help solve the murder of Elliot Jimenez.
You can also watch past Trackdown stories and maybe help solve a crime. Go to the Fox 4 YouTube page, youtube.com/Fox 4 News.